gonna leave him out. I'm just real like this, because, be throwing rocks and hiding their hand, right? They be throwing rocks and hiding their hand. And I don't like.
So, lacking self-awareness. You give such a lackluster performance, and then you think you can make threats to people because you gave a lackluster performance? Pause. You don't have the right to tell me what I should.
Any message for Cam and Mase? Y'all been going back and forth a lot over the last week.
They ain't got my respect.
There it is. Jay Prince is still heated over Mase and Camron throwing shade at Shakur Stevenson. And now it looks like he actually tried to get them jumped. You might remember when Cam and Mase clapped back hard last year after Jay Prince, acting as Shakur's manager, said he'd fade all Shakur's shots and bet on him against anyone. Cam and Mase didn't hold back on their podcast. They roasted Jay Prince for still acting like he's in the streets despite his age. Jay Prince stayed quiet back then, so folks figured it was squashed. But nope.
Send to do nothing for us. We don't pay to handle our problems. Mm-hmm. You gotta put in your own work. You failed.
A year later, things popped off again. Cam reportedly got pressed backstage at a private event in Atlanta. They told him straight up to stop mentioning Shakur. On top of that, Shakur himself fired back. He went off on Mase, calling his career a flop, and even said he'd knock out Cam if it ever came down to a fight. Drama's far from done. Things are getting wild again. Let's break down exactly what happened and how Mase and Camron reacted after Jay Prince allegedly tried to have them run up on. Here's how it went down. Camron was in Atlanta 2 weekends ago, lined up to be a special guest commentator at a boxing meets hip-hop exhibition event.
Beef me up, right? Because try to glorify bull. Like you try to glorify South. Try to glorify that ain't that. It's flaw. We know when it's flaw when we deal with them in the streets. We know when it's flaw. Like we understand that they flaw. We don't capitalize off their flawness though, because we'll capitalize off real.
He was supposed to hop on the mic for a live segment tied to a new sports panel pilot, but word is, he never made it that far. According to multiple sources, Cam had a run-in backstage with a group of men who weren't even part of the official event. Eyewitnesses claim these guys pulled up looking for smoke, and now insiders are saying they were sent by Jay Prince himself. Something definitely went down backstage, because whatever was said had Cam out of that building within minutes. And here's where it gets even messier. This all comes right after Jay Prince Jr. fired back at Cam and Mase for going in on his dad. Now fans are buzzing, asking if the dudes who pressed Cam were actually part of Junior's squad.
We ain't gonna capitalize off no being flawed, weak as hell. We understand what a weak as hell. Then he a street, call himself a street. He could be a street, but he's still weak as hell. We don't capitalize and try to glorify this shit. Nah, we gonna sit in and have conversations about as strong as us. We don't have conversations about this.
Let's rewind a bit for context. This whole mess kicked off in July 2024 when Cam and Mase ramped up their shots at Shakur Stevenson. Shakur had just defended his WBC lightweight title against Artem Harutyunyan in Newark. But the fight? Super slow, super defensive, barely any action, and the crowd let him hear it with boos all night. Fans called it boring, but Cam and Mase weren't subtle. They clowned him hard, posting a video pretending to fall asleep while watching the fight. Straight trolling.
Here, another body shot, good combination from Steven.
Artonian is still strong. But you either got to create your offense off your jab, Tess.
All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And still, WBC lightweight champion of the world, Shakur Stevenson.
Mase and Cam didn't stop there. They straight up dissed Shakur on their podcast, saying he needs to face the truth. He just ain't entertaining enough to headline big fights. Cam even said he saw folks getting up mid-fight to grab coffee just to stay awake. That's how dull he thought Shakur's performance was. But Shakur, he wasn't staying quiet. He clapped back hard. First, he reposted a clip where Mase said he didn't even want to see Shakur fight again, and then he threw major shade in the caption. Same way I felt about his rap career. More famous for his podcast than his failed career pack. The GOAT. Who the F is Mase and Camron?
Entertaining. We don't want to keep hearing about the sweet science. We're looking for entertainment. We're paying bucks for entertainment. And you're not entertaining. But listen, if the fight was smoking, nobody had to walk out. You should not be the main event fighting like the undercard. Your fight was like the undercard. All the smoke was before you. So they need to rearrange how you're going. You're like a headliner that really need to be the open.
And Shakur didn't stop there. He also mocked Mase for walking away from D's bad boy records to become a pastor. He called him a fake pastor and even threw in a shady line about Mase surviving D. Shots fired from every angle. But Shakur wasn't done. He came with a full-blown warning for Mase and Cam. He told them loud and clear to watch how they talk on that podcast, saying, "I ain't ducking no smoke, lil bro ready to go to war with all these soft dudes." Then he really let loose, saying what ticks him off the most is that Cam and Mase keep talking boxing, even though neither of them ever stepped in the ring. Shakur said, "You know what irks me? When a dude talks boxing but ain't never gloved up. This fat mother effer Mase and big teething Camron need to shut the F up. They never stepped foot in a boxing ring."
You boring. Everybody's seen it. We ain't the only ones who've seen it. You boring. I thought I was rather polite about it. I thought it was cool. Tiafimo, you seen the fight? He said, hell no, why the I watched that? It went 12, right? Yeah, I knew it went 12. Tim Bradley, he's announcing the fight. He says, I got my coffee ready. Round 3, he's like, about time to start drinking the coffee before I fall asleep. He ain't say to fall asleep.
We got all types of entertainers gloving up. Tell these dudes to glove up or shut up. And get this, Shakur got a big-time cosign from none other than Terrence Crawford. Crawford tagged Shakur and wrote, "F him, lil bro. Let him know how you feel. They letting you know how they feel." Meanwhile, Cam came back swinging to defend Mase. He clapped back at Shakur's failed career jab with a savage IG post. Failed rap career? Hey, Shakur Stevenson. 3 months after you were born, Murda dropped his first album and sold 5 million copies. Went quadruple platinum before social media. Facts.
Phase and take all his shots and you handle everything out the ring. All right. So then we talking to you then, all right? We starting with you. Since you the big homie, we starting with you. That's how it goes around here. I want to just start off by saying you are so, lacking self-awareness. Like, when you give such a lackluster performance and then you think you can make threats.
Things just keep getting hotter. Cam and Mase were just saying what a lot of people already think. And they kept the shots coming. They posted a video showing fans walking out of Shakur's fight early with a slick caption that said, "A lil hometown love, huh, Newark?" That is, Harlem would never. But then things really turned up. Jay Prince stepped in to back Shakur and came with some heat of his own.
It's the people because you gave a lackluster performance. Pause. You don't have the right to tell me what I should like or to tell Cam what he should like. That's not your place. Like, art is subjective, right? So if art is subjective and I don't like something, you can't really get mad at us because we don't like something. And I'm going to tell you another thing. When you're dealing with older people, they're the last to know that things have changed. We not your little like the way.
After Cam and Mase called Shakur's title defense a total snooze, Jay Prince jumped on IG and fired back with a bold warning, saying he's ready to fade all Shakur's shots and take any bets. Jay Prince didn't hold back. Numbers don't lie. Haters do. Let the haters say he's boring and nobody want to watch him. Sorry to tell you, it's just a select few of you haters. Then he came with the receipts, saying Shakur's fight had the #1 ratings of any ESPN bout this year, and top 3 since 2022. And Jay wasn't just talking tough. He reminded everyone who's in charge, saying, "To all you haters trying to take this outside the ring, I'm Shakur's manager. I handle all his business outside the ring. This beef is far from cooled off. So basically, Jay Prince was saying, Cam and Mase, I'll fade all his shots and take every bet. But just a week later, Cam and Mase fired right back. And this time they came straight for Prince himself. Mase didn't hold back. He clowned Jay Prince for being nearly 60 and still out here trying to act like he's deep in the streets.
Said it exactly. You 60, nigga. You 60. What are you talking about? What are you, bro? I lost mad respect for you because I used to have mad respect for you. When you had Shakur with you, when you lined Young Boy NBA up, why the f you got Shakur with you? And this is why he acting like that. This is exactly why he acting like that. Talking about you got Young Boy NBA umbrellas and his keys to his car. Young Boy NBA told y'all this is what he said.
Cam, he took it even further. He let Jay Prince know the respect was gone way before all this Shakur Stevenson drama even popped off. And Shakur, he kept throwing shots too, calling Cam and Mase old and washed up. Then when he pulled up to the Breakfast Club, he made it clear. He doesn't take them seriously at all. Said they're just clout chasers who make a living off trolling. Now fans are split. Some folks ride in for Cam and Mase, while others say Jay Prince is the real one, claiming he's the reason Shakur even made it to the top. Some folks are giving Jay Prince major props, saying his early investment in Shakur is paying off big time. People are even calling Shakur the next Floyd Mayweather. Joe Rogan himself even co-signed it, saying, if anyone deserves that title, it's Shakur.
Mase said though.
Who?
Mase.
Mase, what did he say?
Mase, he had this to say. He said, I don't want to see Shakur fight. I'm going to be honest. No disrespect to Newark, but I don't want to see Shakur fight nobody for him.
Like I said with the other people, like I can't really take some of these guys too serious because it's like they make a living off of trolling people. Like trolling is what they do on a regular basis. So even before when I kind of reacted to them, I don't feel the same way now.
But not everyone's buying the hype. A lot of fans are worried Jay Prince might actually mess up Shakur's career. They say he's too controlling, too hands-on, and some are even accusing him of running shady moves behind the scenes. The street influence? Many believe it's a bad look for Shakur in the long run. When it comes to Mase and Cam, the fan base is split. Some folks are calling them out, saying they're acting like gossip queens who stay relevant by hating on others. One Reddit user even posted, being an adult is realizing that Cam and Mase criticizing Shakur Stevenson is pure hater energy. They're pushing 50 and just as cringe as Jay Prince. But don't get it twisted. Mase and Cam still got a loyal crew riding for them. Supporters are saluting them for having the guts to call out Jay Prince directly and speak their truth, no matter how risky it is. One fan said, Jay Prince is a dangerous man, but I respect Mase and Cam for not folding. And another chimed in, I'm loving it. The drama's got everybody talking. I'm from the H, and I've always hated how some dudes out here act all scared like Jay Prince is the boogeyman or something. Let's keep it real. No matter where you stand on this whole situation, one thing's for sure. Folks are always going to tune in when Mase and Cam start talking. These two are straight up comedy gold when they're together. If you're feeling this drama, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more.